No, I showed up. I showed up after the fact because I was going to check on it, and then let's see, was that the same time? Yeah, I can't remember if that was the time that we then went on to loot the library, or if it was the time before. But it was after. I think it was just the one time. So I was going back both to check on it and see if the thing was still open, and to look for more information about the whole killing the island spell, because I was trying to stop everybody else from doing it. No, because that would have come up. So it was just the checking if the portal still worked, since I was going to be able to use that.
And you ran into her?
I'm pretty sure. I ran into her in the bar.
And you told her what happened?
At first, I faked coming back from a mission and everybody that I just met being gone, and wondering what happened. And when she told me that she was pretty much the only survivor, I pretty much dropped the act, explained to her what they had done, got the impression, or I think I accused her of doing the thing with Shiana or something along those lines. She got mad because she had been against it, or at least that was the impression I got, kind of thing. I explained that it was good that she had been against it because I kind of liked her, and explained what had happened, basically, that they had messed with the daughter of a god, or gods. I'm not sure if I said one or two. And that was a stupid thing to do, basically, and that god came down and wiped them out after I had made sure that I had been sent to make sure that wouldn't do anything worse to the daughter, and once I had been sure of that, the god came and wiped them out. I think I explicitly said that.
Now, if she remembered, did she believe you?
I think she did. I think she was incredulous at first.
Incredulous?
Sure. But by the end, got the impression that I wasn't lying, and that was in fact what had happened. That, and she left, in my memory, kind of close to tears, almost more sad than angry. And I didn't get the impression we left on the worst of terms, since she didn't try to kill me or anything. But she definitely, she cast invisibility or vanish or something, and then just walked out a door, I think. And I hadn't heard from her since.
Okay.
I think I offered to... I might have offered... No, I don't think I did. I think that was pretty much it. Maybe that I plan to still use the teleportation stuff and the resources here, but that I was willing to share or something along those lines. I'm not sure. But yeah, no, the me doing everything is not a thing that she suspects. It's a thing I told her what happened.
Still had something to do with it, but yeah, she wasn't this against it. She still killed all her friends.
Got them all killed, yes.
And then using her name for any purpose kinda already makes you a little bit more suspicious, and it's like second guessing everything.
Looking behind her, is it a hallway? Is it another place I recognize in here?
You see another doorway. Or another door on the opposite side. It looks like it's in a hallway.
Okay.
Okay. So,
So the last thing I said was sorry for using her name.
What...
Because after that she started saying stuff that didn't make sense based on... Yeah.
So, sorry for using my name. Why didn't you just use your... Yeah, that you already answered that. That's just...
I did say it was on a whim.
And the underground fight rink.
I needed some money, and there is very little to do in that city.
I saw, actually.
You know, I thought I'd be able to be entertained by stopping assassination attempts, but they just don't seem to come when I'm around, so... yeah.
On the queen?
No, on the toad that runs the bookshop.
Hmm.
Not attempting to lie at all, I'm just saying those words. Not completely sarcastic either, just more of a, no, I'm not saying more than that at this juncture.
So, you know, it's funny. What item were you looking for that you had left in that city that was so important that you didn't want anyone to know who had caused the fight? Needed that item.
I didn't need per se, but it had exhibited some properties that might have made it easier to live in my new home.
Oh yeah? Where's that?
I'm building a house in the Needle Waste.
And some smoke?
That's true, that is pretty far-fetched, if not unbelievable, isn't it?
He raises an eyebrow.
I love my relationship with this woman. It started out as lies and deceit. Then it moved on to unbelievable truths. Then it was fucking with her for a little bit. Now it's more unbelievable truths again.
Could you put this in the fridge? I can. It's true.
Ah! And he was never seen from again.
Seen from?
You
Exactly.
my soul trap refrigerator!
I'm assuming she already found the book was missing and is just looking for confirmation. And being wizardy type that she is, will be able to connect the dots when I tell her it was going to help me survive in the frozen cold place. She just has me kind of locked up, so I'm being kind of coy, that's all. Not so much out of a self-preservation thing either, as a mild annoyance.
What do you need money for?
Pretty big quest I've got coming up, plus, want to get some lead lining for said house. It seemed like a good place to build a stronghold, since most people wouldn't be able to get to it in the first place.
She nods slowly. You get the impression that she's beginning to not be as angry at you for stealing her name.
I like to believe that my insanity is disarming in of itself. It's just all of my actions are equally incomprehensible. Because I'm fucking crazy.
She steps out of the way of the doorway and starts to walk down the hallway. She looks very thoughtful.
I'll walk with her.
You know,
And with her back turned, I'm going to say in... Actually, was she deaf too, or just mute?
just mute.
Okay.
She can hear fine. She can even understand common. She just doesn't
Okay.
speak common sign language.
Then I am going to say, in common as she's walking away, oh, and by the way, and then in Necrel, I'm going to say with force of will, Shiana, come.
She stops. You just called your friend, didn't you?
A little bit.
Great.
was supposed to meet up with her last night. What do you want?
She resumes walking.
And I'll follow behind her at a respectful distance.
And you leave the hallway, and it's the bar area of the guild. It's just a hallway opens up into the forest.
Forest?
Yeah, because like the bar
okay.
place was like.
Wait, was it?
Yeah, it was like a pocket dimension, forested area.
Oh, I forgot the bar place was forested too.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I was picturing that wrong.
She pours herself a drink, offers you one.
Yeah, sure.
Pours you a drink. I really didn't expect to see you there. I was gonna kick your butt. And then that other person did it for me.
Yeah, I was trying out some new tactics and they didn't work out quite as well as I'd hoped.
Oh, well. That person's dead now anyway, so.
Oh, good. I was gonna have to hunt them down for creating undead.
That
or
was the
summoning
person
them.
I was actually there for. It just so happened that it was also a place I'd heard you frequent.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Still didn't expect to find you there.
What's so odd about a cleric of the god of death fighting in an underground fighting ring where they don't kill people?
I guess
What's weird about that at all?
I guess it was just too perfect. Wasn't there looking for you. You were just there.
Yeah. Like I said, combination of killing time and needing to earn some money, which I failed to do thanks to not being there for the third round, because I made a bet and I lost out on the prize from the first one. You have anything you need help with that could earn me some quick? I don't know.
No, I'm
thousand,
between jobs right
10,000.
now. That summoner person was the person I was after, so I'm good for now. Between jobs, got time to relax. You still didn't tell me what you needed money for.
I kind of did. I had said the quest and the lead for the house.
Very vague.
Okay, yeah. I was making sure it was her pressing for more information and not you forgetting.
No, that was her pressing for more information.
Okay. I'm going to do another sense motive, having talked to her for a bit now, just on her general trustworthiness at this point. That is a 19.
There is a poker face there that you just can't seem to break right now.
Let's see. On the one hand, I'm probably going to be visibly weighing my options, what with the 11 intelligence and not thinking super fast. I'm thinking, on the one hand, I'm very close to passing out again already. She could probably knock me out and keep me tied up here for a little while if she wanted to, if that were the only thing. On the other hand, I've still got the dagger if I get desperate. That'll screw with her. Although I don't want to make another undead, so I probably won't do that. Plus, Shiana will probably be here in less than a minute. Huh. Let's see. What spells do I have prepared still? Got that. That won't help. Oh yeah, I've got those. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna have come to a decision. Also, again, probably visibly. Well,
she sips her drink, looking slightly amused.
Well, like I said, I'm a cleric of the goddess of death, of Pharasma specifically, and I don't know if you know this about Pharasma, but she's very anti-undead. It's one of the we kind of have two duties as priests of her: watch over the dead and respect them, do last rites, that kind of thing, and destroy undead and people who create undead to prevent more undead, that kind of thing. accidentally turn myself a little bit undead. So fun. In the sense that I, killed myself and then came back to life and didn't do either of those things properly, and so now I just am just very, very faintly undead. This is actually not my original leg. If you look close, it's all weird because I had to cut the first one off because the wound in my leg was even stronger undead. But
Knowledge Arcana.
oh, okay. But she's given me 2 years to find a way to fix it before I have to kill myself. If I can't. And so I'm gonna have to hunt down a necromancer and convince them to help me fix it.
She stares at your leg, and she looks at your leg, and you, without a sense motive, get the feeling that she is assessing it, and not to say like her eyes look weird, but she's got her magic eyes on. So
yeah.
She's just looking at it
intensely.
She pokes it. Yeah, I don't have a clue what that is.
Yeah. Neither did me or my goddess, so, know.
The magic that's giving you a leg.
Oh.
Yeah, she doesn't know what that is.
I'm just gonna go and continue and assume I meant the whole thing in general, so I'm okay with that.
Well, a necromancer, huh?
Yeah, and
Well, that should be no problem for you after that lich.
Oh, yeah. Feels like so long ago. But I'm needing a more learned one anyway, because it won't be something that can just be fixed with a powerful spell, I'm guessing. Otherwise, my goddess would be able to do that. So it'll need to be someone who has studied and can research new things, which means someone smart, which means someone that can trick me, because I'm not that smart.
You say that out loud?
I do. I'm already kind of trusting her at this point. I don't care. And at that, just because I am at least aware enough to notice that I've just told a potential enemy that I'm not that smart and can be tricked, I'm going to drink more of the beer that she gave me. Just to kind of drive that home, and whatever.
She looks at you with almost pity. Well, I know a necromancer who lives on the island. I could probably get you to see him.
Do you know of him, or do you know him?
I may have almost studied under him, but then decided that it wasn't for me.
Do you think if I approached him with this, he would attempt to make it worse for the sake of learning more, or would actually help if given motivation? Rolling sense motive on this, because whatever she answers, I'm going to be sensing motive on this.
He'd probably help you at least a little bit at first, but yeah, he'd end up trying to trick you out of something or into something.
That is a 22.
You get the feeling that she...
Also, it's a very believable if it is one.
You get the feeling that she's telling the truth and speaking from experience.
Would the thing he'd be trying to trick me into be becoming undead?
That I can't say. This is a new situation. I don't know what he'd find in that.
Yeah.
What he could do with it.
Because most anything else I'd be pretty okay. I can replace anything else fairly easily, including, apparently, my own life. For a long time now, I've never been afraid of death, but I'm gonna stop there.
She's going to take your drink away.
Well, no, I'm going to stop there because I realized that my next few words were going to quite possibly be very blasphemous. Something along the lines of, with how easy it is to undo, you'd think people wouldn't whine about it so much. I'm not going to say those words out loud as a cleric of the goddess of death.
Suddenly you have a month.
Yeah.
And she doesn't tell you about it either.
Yeah, I feel like at that point my best bet would just be to commit seppuku, go apologize profusely, and then quite possibly have my body just float into a, like, part of the ocean that revives things that float through it and come back. Just cause. Because that's how my life works. And then, you know, get back on with the whole fit singing. Oh, man. Any chance you'd want to come along and help me, you know, not get taken as a friendly gesture / learning experience / favor that I'm sure I'll be able to repay somehow / reverse peace offering?
Diplomacy?
Reverse peace offering. I've screwed you over. Don't you want to help me so it'll be okay?
Taking the negative for that.
I'm okay with that. Oh. See, right now, Valky is almost dead, being held more or less prisoner by someone who is talking freely with her and giving her alcohol. And also
now she's actually just waiting for Shiana to show up.
Also still undead and in an area that she can't get out of without something the other person has. Like all of these things amount to a really nice relaxing evening for Valky. She's just pretty chill right now. This is her element. Oh, and that is a 27 diplomacy. Oh no, 28.
I don't even have to look and see what the score is now, because she's had to roll like 5 of these. She nods slowly. Yeah, I'd feel bad if I sent you there alone.
I'm not going to bother with that sense motive, actually. In for a penny, in for a pound, whatever.
And then there's a very loud screeching sound. And the floor tears open. And it's being torn open by Shiana. She doesn't look in good shape, though.
Oh.
But she does climb out of the hole, and it immediately snaps shut, and then she pounces at Doom. And makes a CM something as a surprise round, and misses awfully.
I'm going to say in Celestial as quick as I can, no, she's being fairly nice, I just wasn't sure. Back off.
Roll diplomacy.
I will.
She's actually been through a little bit. You tried to get her to come into another dimension.
And she succeeded.
She went through a little bit of hell to do that.
Also, that's a 28. Diplomacy.
She growls, but backs off.
I'm also going to channel positive energy. Including everyone.
Let me give you a brief description of what she looks like.
That is 8 damage.
She's actually missing something.
Oh.
It's an eye. She is missing an eye.
Oh.
She's got a pretty bad tear on her back leg, and another gash on her ribs. That's bleeding pretty bad.
Oh.
She fought something very big. But she's still here, so something tells you that the other thing probably looks slightly worse than she does.
That is a 16 for everybody getting healed. Get 8, so 45 minus 8 is 37. And I am going to rush over to her and start petting her and say, I'm in Celestial and kind of whispering to her, I'm so sorry, I didn't know it'd be that hard to get here. Are you okay? And casting as fast as I can, too.
She says, responds with, are you okay?
For the moment, yeah, I didn't know how it would turn out, but so far, I think she's going to help me get in contact with the necromancer on the island and help me keep from, getting turned undead by the necromancer on the island. Cure light wounds. That is 9 damage healed to her. Oh, I still want that. Damn. So many of these things are going to be necessary if I end up fighting still. Casting again.
What's her face? Doom says, goes Stalky, and tosses you a potion bottle. It's full of a potion.
I catch it.
Do you?
Yes.
Like,
assuming I can catch it.
Yeah, you can catch it. And she's like, give that to her. It'll help.
I set it on the table.
She says that. She's like, except she's silent.
Yeah.
She doesn't say anything.
I trust my life in her because,
But not Shiana?
Yeah, I'm not gonna subject Shiana to it. Because I don't actually trust her yet. I just don't care that she's not necessarily trustworthy. 7, that's another 15 damage to her.
Okay.
Or heal. Is she starting to look?
Yes, she's,
okay.
the eye's probably not going to come back with healing, but...
Shit. Another Cure Light. That's 6. And I'm gonna...
The major wounds have closed.
Okay, I'm gonna stop there for the moment because I'm burning through stuff rapidly. Shit.
Once you have stopped casting, she rather proudly says that she killed a dragon.
My face is going to almost instantly go from concerned and sorry for putting her through something to ecstatic, proud, and then disappointed jealousy that I didn't get to go there. Shifting back to the happy for her. And I am going to say out loud, oh, well, I don't feel nearly so bad about you getting beat up like that. Cool!
Fucking...
And I think I'm going to say that in common. just because it's going to be just coming out.
Mean?
No! She got to fight a dragon!
Almost killed her.
Yes, but we're also very similar, me and her. And she seems happy about it.
Proud that she killed it. I don't know if she's exactly happy about the near-death experience.
Oh, man. After a few seconds, my face is going to turn thoughtful and turn to Doom and asking in common, how do you have a dragon protecting the walls of your extra-dimensional space? Question mark.
It's like, what dragon?
Huh. Huh? Turning to Shiana.
So what had happened was... she broke into the library of the Mage Guild in Danston and stole a planeswalking scroll. Because no one could stop her. used it and did not quite land the spell correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And may have ended up in the face of some void walking creature whom she had a brief tussle with.
Huh.
And then used the second scroll that she was going to use to get you guys out to try again to get here.
Mm-hmm.
So that is her story. Although she doesn't describe a dragon. She describes something dragon-esque.
Oh, okay.
But it's not a dragon by definition. She probably just didn't know what it was.
I'm going to hear that in kind of stunned thinking mode for a moment.
Doom signs Void Drake.
Oh. And then instantly go into kind of rubbing both sides of her face while scratching behind both of her ears. Good girl! Who's a good girl? Who killed a Void Drake? Oh, you lucky dog, you.
It tasted weird.
I'm not surprised.
She just has gravity breath now. She just like coughs up a small black ball and then it goes just implodes. Dear God.
After petting her like that for a few seconds. Does she seem to like that, by the way? Is she still...
It's what you've been doing to her whole life. So
okay.
If nothing else, she doesn't care at this point.
Okay.
If it did bother her, it doesn't anymore.
I feel like I'm doing a bit more than I ever have before, because she's never killed a dragon thing before. So, you know, but after doing that for a few seconds, I will stop and I will say, sorry again for putting you through that, though. It was potentially going to go downhill for a minute there in Celestial, and it seemed like a cool show of power to just summon you here.
You say that out loud.
I do. In that tone of realizing what I'm saying and feeling kind of bad about it.
You can see the ellipses on her face.
Plus, I might have been in a lot of danger, but I just wasn't sure yet, and that could have prevented it. And
I'm glad you're safe.
This is Doom, by the way.
He looks over at Doom and is like, what else do you do?
Oh, yeah. You asked if I had called my friend, but I don't think you had met her yet.
I've heard stories.
People tell stories about you. Isn't that cool?
And Jim's like, I've also seen job offers to try and capture you, so...
People want you! Isn't that nice?
Throwing that out there. I declined because I viewed us on semi-friendly terms.
I appreciate that. I did too.
I'm also not an idiot, and when you said messed with the daughter of a god, I made the connection.
Although it was the other daughter, and they didn't know that. But they didn't necessarily.
Doom didn't necessarily know what happened. She just knew that.
That's fine. Yeah.
All of her friends died because you were friends with their daughter. The daughter of gods. And then she saw bounties on you and a very powerful female creature. She's like, huh. So it's a wolf god.
Also wise. Good call on that one. By the way, as preemptive thanks for... Actually, looking at the bar, does it look like its stock is starting to be depleted, or... okay. Well, then never mind. I won't say what I was about to say.
There do appear to be some newer bottles, though.
Oh, okay.
So, definitely changed since the last time you've been here, which has actually been a little while, I do believe.
Probably a few weeks.
maybe. Let's see. Came out, got in fight, didn't die. Have gone back and yeah, probably a few weeks, or maybe 2. I don't know. It's so hard to keep track of. We'll be able to do that now. Woo. So. Yeah, so I will say what I was going to. As preemptive thanks for helping me with the necromancer, I'll show you where I stashed the alcohol that I'd taken from here. I figured I'd leave some of it, but I was going to have a lot of an easy to get place. And
that won't be necessary.
Oh, okay.
Although, would you mind telling me how many items you've taken? Just so I know the ones I can stop looking for.
Yeah, I took the booze, like I said, and I might as well just pull out the book.
Alright, the whole life, and she's like, have you used that yet?
Mm-hmm. It kind of got me killed and undeadish. Just a little bit.
She's like, just watch yourself with that book.
Yeah.
If you've read it, then I suppose you know the risk, but watch yourself with that book.
She assumes I can read ignorant and read the last part. Yeah. Yeah. Pro tip. Just because the Heart of Fire can't get put out by water doesn't mean that things enchanted with it aren't weakened extraordinarily by tons and tons of underwater pressure. I may have turned myself into fire on the ocean floor. It's a possibility that I'm not ruling out.
She shakes her head and she's like, yeah, I'm definitely not letting you talk to that guy alone.
And with that, I'm going to cut the video because I missed it a bit. So see y'all next time.